Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. Please tell me in the comments below. I'd like to read about somebody else's life right now. I didn't get to ask you that question yesterday because there really wasn't a video. I mean, there was, and I apologize again for the weirdness of it, but by the time I got through everything that I had to get through yesterday, I was emotionally, mentally, and physically drained when I finally came home. And it was honestly just, it wasn't that I didn't really want to be on camera. It was just that it was too much effort to come leave my bedroom and come here and set everything up and record. So I just turned the camera on and then so blacked it out. But I thought I actually enjoyed the video. I thought that the titles with the audio and then the little clip at the end, I actually enjoyed putting that together. So thank you for all the amazing comments this week. Thank you for the kindness and the concern. For the sake of my sister-in-law, she has asked that we don't share specific and stuff on Facebook because this is just a really tough time. And so we're just trying to keep the murmur down for now. Okay. So I obviously respect her very much, so I will respect her wishes. But we'll talk about it someday. Someday down the road, we'll have a discussion about this week and see what comes up. Additionally, that's the word I was looking for. Additionally, this week, on top of this family situation has been specifically tough at work because, well, I'm not there, but because the West Virginia House delegates advanced the bill to the Senate that will eliminate my job. Not only does it eliminate my job, it doesn't set anything up immediately, and it has a whole bunch of, well, we'll try and do this there's a lot of hypotheticals, a lot of theoreticals, and we're going to transition to this thing in 2 years, but we're not going to give you any money for that transition. So if you can't pay for yourselves, then I don't know what you're going to do. It's this really bizarre time for me right now at work. So, the pressure of family pressure right now is really high, and work pressure is really high because we might not have jobs. It's that time of year in the school system where our workload is weighed down because essentially as an IT guy, we've already spent the first 3 quarters of the year fixing everything that needs fixed. And then prepping for testing, and we do our online testing usually around this time of year or after spring break. So the workload is way down right now, but we are putting in as much effort as we can into every little project that we can find while we still exist, essentially. It's not necessarily like prove your worth, but it kind of is. It's kind of one of those situations where if you watched the video that I linked yesterday, I'll put the link again in the description. Go watch AVE's video, and again, before you go do that, I want you to know it's not a G-rated show. His content is definitely adult oriented and crude. So if you're not into that sort of thing, don't go watch it. But in his tips for motivation and awareness and all that stuff, one of his tips, and I think it was like tip number 7. I don't know. Click on the thing. Was you got to be able to give her. You got to be able to give it 100%. But you don't have to give 100% of the time because that's just not how work works. But when it comes time to buckle down and do it, that's the time when you have to be able to do it. And if you can't, if you find that whatever project you're working on, whether it's for work or personal satisfaction, if you can't give the 100%, because you're not into it, then maybe you're in the wrong line of work, or maybe you're pursuing something that you're not exactly passionate about like you think you are. So that's another good tip on that thing is the giver tip. If you can just, it's time to go dig this hole. Let's go get it done. That's more important than somebody who is just dive in all the time, because the workflow is not dive in all the time. Usually, obviously, if you're an ER doc or something like that, but we as humans, we need downtime is very, very, very important, and working yourself to death is not mentally healthy for anybody. So, along the same veins of you only have so many days on this planet. If you have a goal, don't wait. Start on it now and see what happens. So, I don't really have a topic. That kind of was the topic. Let's just talk about life, and I just want to hear from you. Just, tell me about your week. Tell me some good things in the comments down below, because this week has been a brash of bad things, and I'm ready for it to be over. So, thank you guys, as always, for stopping by and checking out my stuff. I will, tomorrow's video will be late also, and then hopefully next week we'll get back to our normal routine. We'll see. If so, great. If not, I hope you don't mind, and thank you for being here, as always. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from wikipedia.com. Do frogs have ears? Frogs can hear both in the air and below water. They do not have external ears. The eardrums, tympanic membranes, are directly exposed or may be covered by a layer of skin and are visible as a circular area just behind the eye.